Hello and welcome. This is Tree Cat Tarot. My name is Jen, and we are going to take a look at your month of April. I pre-shuffled some oracle cards for every single zodiac, and that's how we're doing it. We always do it by zodiac sign. That way you can take a look at your sun, moon, and rising. Now, one of the things that I like to go ahead and put out there is because these are general readings. Obviously feel into your body as to what is accurate for you. But as they are general readings, thousands of people go ahead and watch these videos. One of the things that I personally do and that I advise other people do is to go ahead and not only watch my video and take into account some of the things I mention, watch other people's videos who do, whether they do zodiac or pick a card for the upcoming month and see what you are hearing repetition of, right? I don't know why I felt the need to go ahead and advise you to do that, but again, different people are going to channel in different things, and you're going to resonate either fully with me, partially with me, or maybe even a tiny little bit. Okay? Now then, as I previously mentioned, it is best to check sun, moon, and rising because they're all going to potentially have things for you. We have pre-shuffled oracle cards, and I'm going to shuffle 2 tarot decks on camera. It's going to be, when we go to those tarot decks, we're going to be looking for love and relationships, career and studies, and spirituality and personal growth. And I'm going to intend to pull 1 card from each tarot deck. Obviously, we'll see what actually ends up happening. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Timestamps are below. Go ahead and go to each of your sun, moon, and rising as you feel necessary, and I'll see you there. Hello, if you're an Aries, sun, moon, or rising, then this is for you. As I said, I pre-shuffled the oracle cards, and let's go ahead and just get started, okay? So for you, Aries, we have Fox energy and also number 14 in the corner here. So Fox energy is definitely about needing to move in silence, not tell everybody your every move. Being clever, too. Being clever about how you're going about things, not just ramming your head against a wall as you would typically do, but I feel like you are needing to be a little bit clever at this time as well. Let's see what else we have for you. I trust the mystery of life. Okay, so that is card number 28, which also there's some beautiful, I believe these are crows in this particular card, but yeah, some beautiful crows right here. I'm also noticing like there's some orange and brown over here. There's orange and brown over here. So those might be power colors for you during this upcoming month. Crows, I'm going to say crows and or ravens, since I can't really tell which one it's supposed to be on that card. It probably differs a little. So crows and or ravens, potentially the fox, but I wasn't really feeling that. But yeah, those might be symbols and signs for you in this upcoming month. So I trust the mystery of life. That's something you're going to live by for this month. And that's part of why you're not just going to be ramming your head against obstacles. You're going to be being resourceful. You're going to be using your other instincts. You're going to be being clever about how to go about obstacles as they come to you this month. There's also a full moon here in the background, so a full moon might be, it might be time for you to release something. And we have the World, Archangel Michael, if angels are a thing for you. All right, so and then that's also card number 21. So yeah, you're definitely, again, I had previously mentioned releasing something. So part of when we do full moon releasing, we don't only release things just to be rid of them, we don't just release things that no longer serve us. We also release things to the universe when we have, say you write a manuscript. You write a manuscript, you've done that portion of the work, and now you need to release it. You send it to different agencies, send it to different editors. You release it to see what the universe then does with it. I'm going to release this video, and the universe does with it what it does with it. Release is not always about letting go of what doesn't serve us. It's also letting go of control once we know we've done all that we can do. Okay. So it's also enlightenment. Enlightenment's another part of this card. And I feel like, you being Aries, letting go of control is a difficult thing for you. And I understand that. I'm an Aries moon, and I have a very difficult time letting go of control. I want to control everything, but I really can't. So definitely like releasing something that you've been working on. Maybe, if you work with moon cycles, you can attempt to plan the finishing of a project around the full moon. The full moon in April. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go see when that's supposed to be. Okay, the full moon in April is going to be either the 5th or the 6th, depending on your hemisphere. It is listed as 12:34 a.m. on Thursday, but that's Eastern time. So if you don't live on the East Coast, then you're going to adjust it. It might land on the 5th for you instead. But full moon energy, we also tend to feel for a while. Also, the full moon is going to be in Libra, which is astrologically your opposite. Okay? And the thing about that is, so Aries is about the self, but not necessarily in a selfish way. Aries is about being unapologetically yourself, unapologetically doing what you know is best for you, unapologetically relating and connecting with yourself. Whereas Libra is much more about others, connecting with others. So maybe I heard group project for some of you. Maybe this is a group project. But yeah, if you schedule it to attempt to release it around the full moon, I think that would be super significant for you, because you have now done all the bold Aries work potentially independently. Now you are releasing into the universe to be received. And if you release it on the Libra full moon, you will get to see the connectivity of like how the world then receives this thing. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I hope it does. So let's go ahead and take a look at your other oracle card. We have Cinnamon with Reignite. This is largely about passion. Okay, this is largely about passion. Yeah, I feel like with maybe this was a passion project that you were working on, and maybe it makes you a little nervous because it's a passion project. But honestly, like, don't let it make you nervous, Aries. Doing something different, doing something that calls very uniquely to us, and then sharing it, it's going to call very uniquely to other people too. And it takes all kinds to make the world go around, right? So that's your oracle right now. So yeah, I really feel like projects, releasing something, but again, don't announce your business to everybody at this time. Don't announce your business to everybody at this time. and trusting. Trusting in the mystery of life, okay? Nighttime walks is something I just randomly thought of. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot cards. I'm going to pull one from each deck for love and relationships, career and studies, and personal growth and spirituality. So let's go ahead and get that started. We're going to use the tarot deck from the Halloween Spirit Store. We're going to also use the Alice deck. All right. Spirit, can I get one card for Aries for love and personal relationships? One card for Aries for love and personal relationships. Thank you. Okay. That card didn't want to come with. Spirit, can I get one card for Aries for love and personal relationships, please? Okay, that one flew right out. Okay, so for love and personal relationships for you, we have the Chariot, number 7, with Cancer energy. And we have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, for love and personal relationships, I feel like you're going to have forward movement with somebody. I feel like, and it could be a Cancer, by the way. It could be a Cancer. The look on, let me show you this card. The look on his face makes me feel like he feels a bit nervous about it. He feels a bit nervous about the person. Okay. But it shows you're going to have forward movement about with whoever this person is. And then he has his sword up, and then we have the Ace of Swords right here. Maybe that's part of what you're moving in silence about, Aries. I feel like this personal relationship that is having forward movement, it doesn't have to be romantic. But if you're feeling nervous about getting closer to another person, I would definitely maybe keep it to yourself at first. That's what I'm really feeling like the that moving in silence is about right now. It's a personal relationship. And still keeping your wits about you. That doesn't necessarily mean that like this person means you harm or anything like that, but like especially if like maybe both of you are coming with a little bit of baggage, a little bit of trauma in your background. I mean, we naturally still trigger each other when that is the case. So keeping your wits about you isn't just about protecting yourself. It's also about not letting your emotions run the show when things aren't going great, right? When you're having conflict, not letting your emotions run the show, let your mind run the show. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. And again, more brown. More brown. That color's just really coming to mind. And brown is a color of protection. Okay. Maybe the person you're dealing with has brown hair. All right, Aries. So let's see what you have for... I'm sorry, this is getting a little... That's better. Okay. All right, Aries, let's see. That's for love and relationships. So let's see what we have for your career and finance, Aries. Spirit, what's coming to Aries in career and finance in April? Thank you. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. And that's Libra energy. What's coming to Aries in career, finance, and studies? I keep forgetting the studies part. What's coming to Aries in career, finance, and studies? No. Spirit, thank you. Is that 2 cards? That is 2 cards. Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords, Libra energy. We have the 4 of Wands. And we have the 6 of Cups. Okay. So 6 of Cups is reciprocity. I'm sorry, that's 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups is childhood. 6 of Cups is childhood. 3 of Swords is heartache, pain, sadness. And then 4 of Wands is well, right side up it's good times and celebration. Upside down it's not good times, it's not celebration. Maybe the career you're in right now, Aries, is you thought it was your dream career, but it's not doing for you what you want it to do. Like maybe this was something that you had thought about doing since childhood and now you're doing it and it's just not what you thought it was going to be. It's not bringing you the satisfaction you thought it was going to bring you, which is perhaps why you are turning to a passion project instead. You're turning to a passion project, you're allowing it to refill you. And I feel like for some of you, you had decided to monetize this passion project, but you're really afraid. You're a bit afraid. And maybe for many of you, this person over here in personal relationships, this is someone you're collaborating with. That's what I'm feeling for a lot of you. This is someone you're collaborating with. And that's why you would probably be moving in silence, keeping things to yourself. For example, if you have a regular job that you go to, you maybe don't want to tell them that you're working on a hustle just because you don't want them to take that information and then like cut your hours or cut you. Like you're not really ready for that. Or you're moving in silence because maybe, you know, you're already nervous about whatever it is that you're wanting to do, whatever it is that you are working on, trying to monetize. And your head is already full of unhelpful thoughts, but you're not. So you don't need extra unhelpful thoughts, right? I just noticed that I'm doing your reading with a very careful, cautious energy, which is not my normal energy. And that's definitely what I'm picking up off of you. A very careful, cautious, watching your steps, taking careful steps, treading. I just heard "Don't Tread on Me." Like the song by 311. Maybe you need to go listen to that song. I think you would resonate with that song. I do. So let's go ahead, Aries, and see what we have for your Also, make sure that you're not running yourself ragged. I just got really lightheaded, and make sure you're not running yourself ragged. Make sure you're not running on limited food. Make sure you are not putting 50 things on your to-do list for that day. Getting some rest. That's something else that hydrating, things like that. Okay. All right, and then personal growth and spirituality for Aries. Personal growth and spirituality for Aries. Thank you. How did you want to fall? Okay, I'm going to take you like that. We have 7 of Wands in the reverse. Spirituality and personal growth for Aries. Thank you. Once again, we have 2 extra cards from the Alice deck. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups and we have the King of Cups. Yeah, so this is feeling in the reverse. This is stepping out of a defensive energy. Eight of Cups is walking away. King of Cups is a mature energy. So you're if you've been having any self-doubt that you've been dealing with, especially in terms of a personal project, you are stepping away from that energy a bit. You are stepping away from issues that you have with feeling defensive, with self-doubt. So you're definitely having growth in that direction, Aries, and that's a really great thing. And take solace in that. Take solace in the personal calm that comes to you during this month. Take solace in your own inner peace, okay? Because having inner peace about things makes it much easier to release them to the universe, okay? All right, let me see. Oh, and also we have some Leo energy right here too. I feel called to tell you to look at where you have Leo in your chart. I'm not sure why I feel called to tell you that. You're going to have to go look at your own chart and discover that. All right. So, Aries, that is all I have for you today. Thank you for letting me read your cards. And go ahead. You're the first one, so go ahead. And if you know your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, go ahead and take a look at those. And I hope you have a great month, Aries. Bye. Hello, if you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead. I already pre-shuffled some oracle cards for you, and then we're going to pull a tarot card each for your, I have two tarot decks over here. We're going to pull a tarot card each for your love and relationships, career, personal finance, and or studies, and your spirituality and personal growth. I just heard knowledge as I was speaking, so maybe you're doing a lot of studying right now or in the coming month, Taurus. I also feel a little slow, to be like a little mentally slow, to be honest with you. I don't know if you're just kind of overdoing it right now mentally a little bit. But definitely make sure that you're getting a lot of rest just to recover your mind faster, and make sure you're eating sufficiently too. The fact that I have to tell you to eat, Taurus, I mean, what are you doing? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. We have Lady. Okay, so in this deck, there are two ladies and two gentlemen. I tend to view them because there's a peasant and a royal form of each one. And I tend to view the different versions as that gender's energy. But if it's in the peasant form, it's a lady or a gentleman who hasn't yet come into their own. They're still working on things. They're still operating from a lower version of their own feminine or masculine energy. So that is a little bit of what I'm getting right now, Taurus. You're not that it's bad to necessarily be operating from a lower vibrational energy. I mean, it's not for our best good, but it's not like you're doing bad things. It's not like you're being toxic. It's more for a lot of people when they're operating from a lower vibration of that energy, it's because they're still getting to know that energy. And maybe that's what you're doing right now, Taurus. You're getting to know your feminine energy. The number 29 might be important to you. She's looking at birds here. She's looking at birds. This is actually Cinderella, so maybe you're feeling a strong need to tend to your home, and you're maybe judging yourself. I feel like for some of you, judging yourself based on your home right now. And like, okay, so if we're judging ourselves based on something like that, that would be an example of lower vibrational feminine energy, because you're not showing yourself compassion. You're not being forgiving and nurturing of yourself. That is a way that you could be manifesting a lower vibrational feminine energy by not showing yourself compassion. We have proper rest. What did I say? Rest. You need to rest. Papa? Maybe you need to have a long conversation with your daddy and then go take a nap. Or a male figure that you feel that way towards. All right, so that's also number 34 here. So proper rest helps me feel and look my best. We also have a waxing crescent right here that she's taking a little nap on. And then I believe these are peonies. So maybe, yeah, those look like peonies to me. So maybe, spritzing your home with a little bit of peony essential oil, or putting some in your home to help it feel a little bit more luxurious. We have the moon in reverse. So seeing one thing and thinking that's all it is when there's actually a little bit more going on behind the scenes. That's definitely what the moon energy is. We also have number 18 here. And Archangel Haniel, if archangels are your thing. So yeah, definitely like just seeing the surface of something and not knowing what's going on behind the scenes, or not having all of the information. That's the moon in reverse energy. And maybe right now I feel like that's for the best. It's for the best right now that you are really only focusing on yourself, your rest, your home, the things that bring you comfort, making sure you're eating. If you're studying a lot right now, making sure that you're focusing on that instead. Midterms, I believe, should be coming up soon. If not midterms, then prepping for finals, things like that. Final projects. We also have Blackberry with invasive. So yeah, keeping people out of your energy that don't belong in your energy. I'm also looking at this Blackberry vintage, so maybe, drink responsibly, but allowing yourself to have, one glass of wine to settle down, rest, relax, be more in your own energy. Okay. All right, Taurus, so let's go ahead and pull a tarot card from each deck. For your love and relationships, we'll start there. Yeah. I'm not really getting much else from these particular cards, so let's go ahead and start shuffling. Love and relationships for Taurus, please. Love and thank you. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I believe that card is also associated with Virgo energy. This is the only deck, it's really sad, this is the only deck that I can do that with, only because the symbols are in the corners. See, I'm judging myself now. That's not good. Don't judge yourself. Love and relationships for Taurus, please. Thank you. How did you want to fall? Okay. And we have card number 15. This is called Temptation, but it's the devil. Pretty sure you know what that means. No, we're not saying Virgos are the devil. We're not saying that ever. We do not say that about any particular zodiac sign ever. However, and the devil is Capricorn energy, so we do know that. So considering that both of these are earth energy and it's love and personal relationships, maybe, yeah, I'm really feeling like, because Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is being kind of dependent and leaning on other people, but this is the devil. So definitely lean on other people when you feel the need to do so. Definitely do that. There is no shame in doing that whatsoever. But make sure you're not doing it to a degree that you are giving away your power, not doing it to a degree that you're taking away from their time and energy. But yeah, definitely lean on people a little bit. Lean on them. Do not go into hyper independence. Don't do that either. That's bad. And I know a lot of Tauruses that do it. They go into hyper independence. You are being told to lean on other people a bit. Lean on other people. Allow that. Just be mindful about it. But definitely lean on other people. I'm feeling like I want to take you by the face, look you in the eyes, and just lean on other people. Like, I'm feeling very strongly like you need to hear that. Okay? There's no shame in it. There is a need to allow others to help you carry the load. You are being advised to rest at this time anyway. So yeah, go ahead and lean on other people. Let other people help you do the cleaning, or let other people do the cleaning, especially if you're in school right now. Yeah, that's really... Focus on what you need to focus on. Okay, so career, studies, and finances for Taurus, please. Career, studies, okay. All right, Two of Wands. We like that. That's Aries energy. This is coming into your own. Career, studies, and finances for Taurus, please. Thank you. I'm going to take this one. Okay, and then that is Seven of Cups in the reverse. So definitely so coming into your own, and this is being very capable of making a decision. You are decisive about what it is you want to do next. You are decisive about, I'm feeling like you are finishing something this month. That's why I am thinking of school, but I don't think it's necessarily final projects that have you super worried, unless some of them are being finished at the end of April. And maybe that's something that you're being advised to do. Yeah, I feel like some of you, if you have the ability to get some of your final projects done by the end of April, do it. I feel like that's something that you need to focus on. Be super decisive about what you're doing. And just really charge forward, especially when you have the energy to do it. I also feel like for my Tauruses that bleed on a monthly basis, for my bleeding Tauri, I don't even know if that's how you say that, but whatever. Cycle syncing. Look into cycle syncing. Sync your activity levels with your cycle. That would be so instrumental in not draining out all of your energy. Okay? So be super decisive about what you want to do. Charge forward because you are completely capable of doing it. But again, like your oracle cards, kind of we're talking about, make sure that you're focusing on things that only you can do. If it's something someone else can do for you, let them deal with it. If it's something that only you can do, like your schoolwork, I keep coming back to schoolwork. I feel like a lot of Tauruses or Taurus big threes are in school right now. That's really what I'm getting. Like if it's stuff that only you can worry about, you worry about it. If it's something else, something someone else can do, let them do it. All right, Taurus. So let's look at your spirituality and personal growth. I did, when I was first talking about this, I did think knowledge. Thank you. Yeah, don't fall, please. Okay, we have Ace of Wands in the reverse. See that pretty little salamander? That it made me want to think it. I wanted to say gecko, but it says salamander. Maybe some of you need to take a little trip to a local, hotter climate to, like, just to ease your mind a little bit. I'm feeling like. But yeah, that's Ace of Wands in reverse. So that is feeling a little unmotivated. It is burnout, essentially. Burnout. Spirituality and personal growth. Thank you. And we have Page of Hedgehogs. So this is Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is about learning new skills, getting into your studies, but then you have the Ace of Wands here. Okay, well, Ace of Wands in reverse. So this is feeling burnt out or uninspired. Really, again, it's just kind of reiterating, focus on the things that you alone need to be focusing on. Don't focus on other things. If possible, maybe put more energy and effort into work that is more mundane, more logical. Just because you do have this Ace of Wands in reverse energy right now, like you just don't. And that kind of goes with, having the lady here in her peasant energy. You probably don't have any creative flow at this moment. And it's only because you're a bit burnt. You're a bit burnt out, which is normal if you're in school. So you need to rest so you can regain that spark. That's the whole point of resting. And then they also talk about that a little bit with cycle syncing, with menstruation, how that is when you really need to be a couch potato. You need to morph into a potato during that time, because that way, when you're done, you can feel like spring within your body. And you'll have creative juices to keep going with, okay? But yeah, really a lot of the same energy, same message reiterated for the month of April for you, Taurus. And sometimes it'd be like that. But yeah, that's all I have for you right now. That's all I have for you, Taurus. Thank you for letting me read for you. And have a great April. Go ahead and look at the other readings as necessary, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your reading if you're a Gemini, Sun, or Rising. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards first. So when I was pre-shuffling, there were a few of you that got more than one from each. You were one of them. So let's go ahead and see what we got here for you, okay? So for you, Gemini, we have bouquet. And never mind the fact that with these little bitty cards, reversals for them don't really mean anything. It's more of a direction on the image for me as the interpreter. So we have bouquet. That's card number 9. So that's contentment, happiness, being capable of creating your own happiness. And then we also have mountain, number 21, and that's actually blockages. Okay. So for some of you, it's going to be blocked happiness. And then for some of you, it's creating your own happiness to deal with a blockage. Okay. I am feeling a little like I'm actually leaning more towards you're feeling blocked in a certain direction, so you're just kind of creating your own happiness. The reason is because, so this card, we have the mountain here, right? And then we have these are berries, but like from where I was sitting, they kind of looked like flowers, like flower bushes. And that's, I mean, we know that they're not that we like really look at the card, but like that's what I was comparing it to. And so it's like this little bit of beauty here that helps to distract oneself from a blockage, from something that's upsetting. And sometimes we need to do that, especially if it's something we can't do very much about. We have to then distract ourselves with the things that bring us joy that we can do something about. And it makes our vibration go higher, and then that way we can bring in more of what it is that we actually want, right? So we also have I Am Ready, Thank You. This is a beautiful card. It's one of my favorites in this deck. We also have number 13 up here. And we have a full moon. And the full moon is going to be on the 5th or the 6th, depending on your exact time zone. So definitely look into when that is. When this card comes up, I usually advise people to go ahead and like clean their front door, like clean it with mint, maybe cinnamon, different oils that bring in prosperity. A lot of people have a practice of on the 1st of the month washing their door and then throwing cinnamon on it, and it's supposed to bring good fortune. Maybe that's something that you should do on the 1st of April, Gemini. Yeah, I'm feeling a very at peace energy with you. What else do we have here? We have the Magician reverse. Okay, so that's not the best, but it is. It simply is. So the Magician reverse is when our manifestations are having a hard time getting to us. I feel like this is more of a beginning energy for you, especially because you have I Am Ready, Thank You. And you're trying to distract yourself in order to raise your vibration. So yeah, maybe towards the end of March, something that you were trying to manifest, something that you were trying to bring into your reality didn't quite occur the way that you wanted it to. And so, you're okay, that's fine. Recentering, doing a little bit to bring more prosperity to you, focusing on the things that you can control. And just sort of trusting the universe to bring to you, to bring to you whatever it is that you were wanting. And maybe, we're just feeling a little impatient about it, is what I think it is. We're feeling a little impatient. And so what do? We just focus on what's going right. What else do we have for you? We have Echinacea with Fortify. So paying attention to your immune system. It is going to become allergy season very soon here. So yeah, pay a little bit of attention to your immune system. Maybe take some Echinacea. You can find it over the counter. Always check with your doctor before you add or remove anything medicinally. But Echinacea is really good for just keeping your immune system very strong and helping you to not get sick, especially when everyone else is getting sick. Okay. Oh, we also have number 1 here with the Magician card. There's between the 21, the 1, and the 13, there's a few 1s here, so maybe that's significant for you. So yeah, definitely paying attention to what you can control, creating your own happiness, and just trusting and focusing on your health a little bit, I feel like. So let's go ahead and see what we have for you, Gemini, for love and relationships. Spirit, what is coming to Gemini for love and relationships in April, please? Okay, well, look at you, just getting 2 cards all the damn time. We have, okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles over here with Capricorn energy. That's teamwork. And we have the Four of Pentacles with more Capricorn energy. But this one's in the reverse. So, being a little frivolous or too penny pinching. One of the two. Let's see. Being overly frivolous with your energy, perhaps, towards other people. Let's go ahead. Spirit, love, and relationships for Gemini, please. Thank you. Oh. You're being extra, Gemini. You're just being extra. We have number 13 again with transformation. That's the death card. So really either the 13th is a lucky day for you or number 13. This is Scorpio energy. And then we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like here, because Eight of Swords in the reverse is untrapping ourselves from a negative mentality, and then especially paired with transformation or the death card. Yeah, you're definitely maybe you've been struggling a lot with personal relationships, like feeling worthy, and you realize that's what's been blocking you. Feelings of unworthiness can do a lot to stop not just manifestations for like love or anything like that, but feelings of unworthiness will stop any manifestation that we try in its tracks. And maybe you came to realize that, Gemini. You came to realize that you need to work on your feelings of worthiness. You need to work on your limited beliefs, and now you'll be able to bring things to you. And perhaps you had to have your manifestation be a little bit blocked in order for you to come to that realization. But yeah, so teamwork. I feel like you are being a little too frivolous with your time and energy to other people with this card here. Boundaries. Maybe learning to have better boundaries with others. Yeah, working on your self-worth beliefs and having better boundaries with other people. I feel like that's a big thing for you right now, Gemini. Let me go ahead and see really quickly what, for the 13th, what sign the moon is in at that time. So on the 13th, we actually have a waning crescent, and the moon's in Capricorn. Which of these two cards? They both have Capricorn energy associated with them. So maybe looking in your chart and seeing where you have Capricorn in your chart might be something a worthy thing for you to do at this time, just so you can see what ways in which you are maybe like really specific things that you could focus on for your shadow work. Yeah. Okay, so that's a big thing right there for you, Gemini. So let's go ahead and take a look at your career, finances, and studies. I'm going to just kind of move these over here a wee bit. Thank you. All right, career and finances and studies for Gemini, please. Career and finances, thank you. Okay, we have Three of Cups in the reverse. That is Cancer energy. Career, finances, and studies for Gemini. Buckle down is something I just heard. Career, finances, and stuff. Okay, thank you. And we have the Four of Cups. Okay. So yeah, buckling down, focusing on work, I feel like. You know, between the teamwork card over here in your love and relationships and feelings of unworthiness, boundaries, the fortify over here for your health, I mean, you could also be fortifying your mental health. Could be the other thing too, Gemini. Because Four of Cups is boredom or missed opportunities. Maybe it's in particular your relationships with coworkers, where you are feeling like your boundaries aren't respected, you're overlooked, you're bored, and you want more. You want more from your career, but then your own feelings of, do I really deserve more, were getting in the way. That's what I feel like a lot of this in particular is focused on, is your work life, your interactions with coworkers, things like that. Yeah, making sure you have boundaries with people. Not entertaining people who don't actually respect you. That's another thing that I'm getting in particular, Gemini. Don't entertain people who don't actually respect you. Just because you might feel a little bit lonely. We don't do that. We see when people do not respect us. If we have to deal with them, we deal with them in a very civil manner. But that's where we leave it. We don't joke with them. We don't talk to them about non-work related things. We don't, you know, if it's a toxic friend group, but you met them at work, we don't hang out with them outside of work anymore. We don't do any of that. You deserve people who actually respect you and your boundaries. I'm really strongly getting that. Also, there's just a lot of green, I feel like. I'm seeing a lot of green, Gemini, so maybe that is a power color for you at this point in time. Or it could be green as in working on your heart chakra for some of you. Or green as in money. Money, money, money. All right, let's take a look at your personal growth and spirituality, Gemini. Personal growth and spirituality for Gemini, please. Yeah. Okay. Page of Swords in the reverse, that is Libra energy. Page of Swords in the reverse, it makes me think of gossiping every time I see it. Okay. The Moon in reverse. That's card number 18. And that is Cancer energy. Okay, so yeah, personal growth and spirituality. Gossiping, bad information, not seeing what's actually there, like looking but not seen. That's the Moon in reverse energy, looking but not seen. Usually when I see the Moon in reverse, I feel like that's a very big sign that you need to pay less attention to what your mind is telling you and more attention to what your intuition tells you, seeing not with your eyes, but with your third eye. Especially when you have the Page of Swords involved. Yeah. I feel like if you've been getting any intuitive hits, Gemini, about information that you have received about you know what too? Okay, hold up. We're gonna turn these. Page of Swords, the Headless Horseman. Cheshire Cat, and what does he do? He just disappears, leaves a head behind. That's all he does. Yeah, don't listen to your head right now, Gemini. That's the big thing I'm getting here. Don't listen to your head right now. And don't listen to other people when your intuition says else. If your intuition disagrees with other people, well, guess what? We don't listen to them right now. We don't listen to them about that with love and light. Learning to quiet our minds and really listen into our intuition, that's a huge skill. And I feel like if you're a Gemini, that is probably something very difficult for you to do. Gemini moons too. I feel like Gemini moons would have a very difficult time shutting up the chatter in their brain. Like, I feel like Gemini moons would like feel the need to like pick apart their emotions rather than actually just feel them. Pick apart their intuition rather than just listen to it. So yeah, definitely something I feel like you need to work on. Okay. There's something too about the Cheshire Cat in particular that it's not coming to mind though. I don't know, Gemini, maybe pick your favorite version of Alice in Wonderland and watch it and just pay special attention to the Cheshire Cat and something that he says. Something that the Cheshire Cat says. I cannot think of it, but the cat. I'm really paying attention to the cat here. You need to watch the movie and pay attention to something in particular that he says. You'll feel in your body when something resonates with you. But yeah, that's all I have for you, Gemini. Just, a lot of spiritual homework from the looks of it. But I mean, whatever. You're a pretty curious sign anyway. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for letting me read your cards. I hope you have a great April and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hello, if you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome. So we're going to go ahead and look at your pre-shuffled oracle cards here, and then we will get into the tarot for your love and relationships, career and finances, and your personal growth and I almost said studies. Studies goes with career and finances. Your personal growth and spirituality. But maybe you're really studying personal growth and self-help right now, Cancer. I know a few Cancers that could really use that. Better at parenting others than themselves, but I digress. Okay, so let's see what we have for you, Cancer. So we have number 16, Stars. This card is about finding home. And the thing about you, Cancer, is you're the crab, right? You carry home within yourself. And I literally just said that studies came to mind when I was saying personal growth. So yeah, maybe you are needing to reparent during the month of April. Maybe you're learning to feel okay within your own body. But yeah, like just learning to be okay within self is what I'm really feeling for you, Cancer. Also, I'm just kind of noticing all these colors with the night sky. You might be really attracted to things that are technicolor right now, or like have that oil slick look where there's the rainbow and the black. Rainbow in the dark is what I just heard by Dio. A rainbow in the dark. Is that Dio? God, I'm gonna have to go listen to that song now. My dad liked that song a lot. He was a Cancer. Anyway, let's see what else we have for you. Okay, we have these pretty little bees here with number 6. So 6 is a big thing for you right now. Collaboration brings more sweetness into my life and into the world. Bees might be a sign for you right now. I mean, we are going into April. And you know, they're creating this little circle here, and you see all these little circles over here too. Circles. Interesting. This is also a new moon, but the new moon is not on the 6th. That's the full moon, actually. But yeah, there is a new moon right here on this card. But yeah, collaboration. Letting others help you, Cancer. Letting others help you a little bit. And then we have the Chariot. That is card number 7. And the Chariot is, I believe, considered Cancer energy in the Rider-Waite Tarot. You also have Archangel Metatron here. So forward movements, charging ahead towards something. Yeah, I feel like if you've been wanting to seek more personal growth, also if you've been thinking about working with a therapist or a personal trainer or a life coach, something like that, I feel like Spirit's telling you to go for it. Also, 16 turns into 7. So yeah, 6, 16, 7, definitely getting some more yellow here too. That's the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the chakra that is where all of our confidence comes from. And yeah, so I feel like confidence is a really, really big part of feeling okay and at home in your body. And also when your solar plexus is out of whack, it's going to usually push your other chakras out of whack. So yeah, maybe work on that solar plexus chakra with all this yellow here that I see. And then we have more yellow. We have more yellow. Arnica with recovery. Yeah, I feel like especially if you've been feeling like working on your mental health, that is what you are being called to focus on during April, Cancer. Focusing on your mental health, focusing on your solar plexus, letting other people help you with that. Especially if you're going towards therapy, Cancer. I'm gonna say this as PG as possible, but some of you might be going towards more extreme types of recovery. Okay. Some of you might be working on recovering from maybe some sort of addiction. And I will say this here, I say this every single time, addiction comes from a place of pain. And I will literally die on that hill. Addiction comes from a place of pain. So some of you might be getting called to work on that, to work on to base, if you've been abusing something, going ahead and telling yourself where this ends now. But only if you're ready. That's another hill I will die on. You cannot push someone who abuses a substance to dash towards it. They have to do it themselves. So, dash towards it. I must really be like resonating with your energy right now, Cancer. So let's go ahead and take a look at your love and personal relationships. All right, that came right out. And yours is right side up. Another Zodiac got this card already, but they got it in the reverse. So 9 of Pentacles for love and personal relationships. There's a little bitty Virgo symbol right there. All right, so this is independence. Self-sufficiency, being single, maybe. Love and personal relationships, okay. And we have the 2 of Pentacles, so balance. Maybe regaining a level of your independence. That's what I'm really... More yellow. Even more yellow here. Yeah, I feel like you are regaining a sense of independence. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're breaking up with anybody. Um, or if you're single, you're learning to enjoy your independence. You're learning to enjoy being single. But yeah, you're rebalancing that. You're rebalancing independence with dependence is how I'm feeling with this particular combination here. And that's, especially if you are needing to do a lot of work on yourself and if you're learning to feel okay and at home within your own body, that is going to naturally make you feel more okay with being independent. It's going to naturally help you to fall in love with yourself. Okay. And honestly, like, there's so many YouTubers out there that will preach that being single and being alone is not a bad thing. And it's not. Learning to love yourself, learning to date yourself, that's something I am personally working on is, being able to be okay, single, alone, and everything like that. Because alone doesn't mean lonely, and it doesn't mean lonely in a bad way. You can get love from other people. You can get love from friends. You can get love from family. You can get love from, to a degree, from coworkers. You can get love from, if you're working with someone to like a therapist or a personal trainer, they can offer you a bit of support. They can do that. That's part of what they're trained to do, especially a therapist. That's exactly what they're trained to do. If you're going through recovery, you're going to get a whole community out of that. A whole community of people willing to help you, catch you, everything like that. But yeah, if you're trying to work on being okay, being alone, there's so many YouTubers out there that will watch their videos. It will do a lot to help you. Okay. So let's see what we have for you for career, finances, and studies. Career, finances, and okay. Alrighty, so we have Seven of Swords in the reverse. That is Aquarius energy. Getting caught. What are you getting caught doing, Cancer? What you doing? Alright. Did you want to come out? Seven of Cups. More sevens. Lucky number 11 for you. Okay. And you know what? 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, that's... Normally, I wouldn't reach that hard, but it's there. It is there. Okay. So we have 7 of Cups, and we have 7 of Swords in the reverse. So... Because this is having a lot of options, being a little bit indecisive. This is getting caught. Maybe you want to take your career in a new direction. And you just can't figure out what exactly it is you want to do. I feel like. Let me feel into this energy really quickly. So for some of you, this is a bit specific. For some of you, if you're already in a career and you're wanting to go in a different direction, that information is going to come out somehow. I'm not saying you're going to necessarily get in trouble or get fired over it, but obviously management's not going to like that. For those of you who are in school right now and it's your studies, I feel like you're going to get really wrapped up in your studies, like to a degree where you're not taking care of yourself as much as you should be. For finances, make sure you're not doing anything dishonest. That's not going to be very many of you, but make sure you're not doing anything financially dishonest. And make sure you're watching your finances. Yeah, in the direction of like career, finances, studies, like it's going to differ a little bit and you'll know which one you are, but like if you're trying to change careers, keep that to yourself. Do not search things at work. With your finances, make sure you are having integrity. Make sure you're keeping track of your finances and you're doing things that you would be proud of 5 years later. Studies, make sure that like, I just heard drop a class. You'll know who you are if that's for you, but I just heard drop a class. Because some of you are like overdoing it. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling for you for April. All right. So yeah, so with your material realm, just integrity and moving in silence, integrity. Don't overdo it in your material realm, just in general. Like I said, that's going to differ a lot depending on what's going on in your world. Oh God, that was interesting. Okay, Cancer. So let's take a look at your personal growth and spirituality. Personal growth and spirituality. Okay. We have the star in the reverse. That's Aquarius energy. What's that Aquarius energy for this one? And that is also card number, if I could read upside down, 17. Sevens with you. Sevens, Cancer. Okay. And we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Yeah. Coming to terms with the fact that you were unhappy and that it's been damaging to your life. Coming to terms with the fact that you were unhappy. It's been doing not so nice things to your life. Feeling like your light has dimmed a bit. Yeah. I want to give you a hug, Cancer. This is a pretty heavy energy, and I'm really sorry that you're unhappy. I am. I'm really sorry that you're unhappy. Whatever it is that you're unhappy about, but it looks like in the month of April, like this is your time to work on it. This is your time to, piece by piece, work on the things that you're unhappy about. Gain self-knowledge. Through self-knowledge and self-acceptance, we slowly gain self-love. It's a journey. It's a long, arduous journey, but and there's a lot of times where it feels not worth it, but it is. It becomes worth it in the end. And you know, really, with this collaboration card here, we're going to focus on this for a second. So, you know, with all these sevens too, the seventh could be significant to you. The moon's in Libra at that time, but it's the day after the full moon, and for 2 to 3 days after the full moon, we're in that energy really hard. Maybe you can release unhappiness, lack of self-love, lack mentality, things like that. Sorry, I'll start going down one direction and then my mind's like, we need to pop over here real quick, detour. Okay, back to what I was gonna say though. So with these bees here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I just had to count them. Okay, there's 6 bees there, by the way, if you needed to know that. I know I did. So, with the bees, so all the worker bees, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, all the worker bees are female. In fact, all the worker bees are female. All of the male bees are kind of kept to just mate with the queen to create more worker bees, but they work together. They have a hive mind, and it's to serve the queen. It's to serve their highest bee. Okay? Surround yourself with people who are supportive of you. Really surround yourself with only those kinds of people. If you were the queen bee, you are the queen bee. What the hell am I saying? You are the queen bee. You're the queen bee. All right? Or king bee. What have you. Whatever. You are the beest of bees. Okay? Surround yourself with only the people that support you. With only the people that are for you. So that's where I was going with this hive mentality, bee mentality thing. The other bees in the hive do whatever the queen wants them to do. Okay? If there are certain thoughts that you want to have about yourself, if there's certain things you want to think of yourself, certain ways you want to love yourself, only surround yourself with bees that support that. Bees that mirror that. That's where I was going with that. Okay, I'm sorry. That was a long way to get there, but there we were. But yeah. You're the beest of bees this month, Cancer. All right? Thank you for letting me read for you. This reading was a bit more fun. Parts of it not so much, but overall it was. Thank you for letting me read for you, Cancer. Go ahead and click on over to the other reads as need be, and have a great April. I will see you again another day. Bye. Hello, if you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome to your reading. It has already been a very long... I do these like all at once. Probably not the best thing in the world to do, but that's what I do right now. But yeah, we're on Leo now, and let's go ahead and get started for you. Okay, Leo. So we have the lady. Number 29 there. Never mind the fact that I have her sitting reverse. It's really just so I can see what she's pointing at. That's really all that's for. Okay. So yeah, lady, that's higher vibrational feminine, really feeling your feminine energy. I feel like that's you, Leo. Like, I feel like that's really you. You know, fire is considered masculine energy, but Leos do tend to be a bit theatrical. You guys love being creative. You love being really bold with your appearance. You're very bold with your emotions. You're really bold with everything. It's your goddamn stage. Okay, so yeah, higher vibrational, confident, creative, flowy, feminine energy. That's very Leo, I feel like. So yeah, I feel like you're feeling yourself. I'm kind of looking at her. Is that purple? That's purple. Her purple pastel. Maybe some of you are going to be wearing pastels. Her purple paisley dress. That might not be necessarily your style, but I feel like you're feeling the color purple, you know? And that, I mean, purple's the color of royalty anyway, so why the hell not? All right. I'm really feeling your energy, Leo. I like this. This is how you feel all the time. This is great. So we have I'm at home in my body and at peace in my spirit, number 26. So yeah, definitely like feeling yourself, feeling confidence, you know, feeling your own good vibrations and just letting that feed you, right? And then we have Awakening, card number 12. This is the Hangman in reverse. So interesting. So one of the things I'm just noticing is in this card, Gabriel is reaching for something and the lady over here is reaching for something. You are reaching for something at this time, I feel like. But the card's in the reverse. Okay, so the Hangman, number 12, this is Pisces energy. Not really a card you want in the it's not terrible in the reverse, but it's getting distracted, not doing what it is that we need to be working on, procrastinating. Just kind of having shiny syndrome, you know? So maybe that's something you're kind of struggling with a little bit, Leo. Like you're wanting to have a good time. Spring's finally here. The sun is hopefully going to just stay out and not keep hiding behind clouds. And you're sick of being inside. You just want to go out and have a good time, I feel like. And it's causing a bit of a distraction for you. Okay? So reining that in a little bit. And then we have bay leaves with abundance. We have more purple here. You know, I've never drawn this card. I do readings with this deck all the time. I've never drawn this card. So yeah, bay leaves with abundance. You're feeling abundant. I feel somewhat in your pocketbook, but more in your soul, more in your energy is where you're feeling abundance. I actually literally just got an image of someone like with the stereotypical like fur coat and large sunglasses, just money, money, money. That's wow. Okay. That's just kind of how you're feeling. Like the whole world is your stage, the whole world is your catwalk. Bay leaves, actually burning bay leaves is actually a good little, not quick, but easy manifestation technique. Writing something you want on a bay leaf and you burn it. That's one really easy way to do it. But yeah, so definitely So there's a little bitty salamander or gecko or whatever right there. Yeah. There's that guy. And then this, where'd it go? This right here. That looks like a baby dragon to me. Yeah, looks like a little baby dragon. So maybe dragons and geckos are a symbol for you. Maybe you're about to birth a baby dragon. I don't know. All right, so let's. Why not? Why not birth a little baby dragon? So let's go ahead and take a look at your love and personal relationships, Leo. Love and personal relationships for Leo, please. All right, so we have the Hermit, and this card wanted to come out, I feel like. 9 of Wands in the reverse. So 9, 9, 29, a few 9s here. 9 might be a symbol for you, or the 9th, perhaps. Yeah. Which the ninth is Sag energy. The ninth is Sag energy. The ninth, the moon is going to be in Sag. And this is Sag energy right here. Also, we have Virgo with Hermit energy. So yeah, you're definitely reaching for something. Maybe you're reaching for your abundance. The Hermit is being by yourself, spending time by yourself, introspection. The Nine of Wands in reverse is Nine of Wands is one of those cards I prefer in the reverse, honestly. Coming out of feeling burdened. I feel like some of you are ending a connection that was just heavy. Yeah. I feel like you were ending a connection that was heavy, or maybe just being in the house all the time with whoever you live with, like that was feeling really heavy. And you're just enjoying like being able to go out, releasing baggage, releasing burdens. And that enjoyment of life is probably, like I said, being a little bit of a distraction for you. Let me unfold myself. Okay. That was uncomfortable. My camera stand is like directly in front of me, so I can't just like move around as I want. But yeah. Yeah, I feel like some of you are going to be newly single at this time. And especially if we wanted out of the relationship, like feeling newly single can feel great, honestly. Especially if it was a long relationship or you felt like they really had a leash on you, and then suddenly you don't have a leash on you and you can just go do what you want and go flirt with who you want. Maybe you're flirting too much. Maybe you're chasing the booty too much, Leo. Oh, let's go ahead and look at your career, finances, and studies, Leo. Okay, yeah, you want to come out? What's up? Okay, we have Capricorn energy for Pentacles. She kind of flipped out in the river, so that's how we're taking her. So there's some lack there. Career, finances, which is, you have abundance right here. And the Tower, number 13. The Tower is also Capricorn energy. No? I'm sorry, the Tower is not. Tower's not Capricorn energy. I'm sorry. That was a misspeaking. No, the Tower is Aries energy, I want to say. Aries? Is it? Yeah, it's Aries energy. Tower is Aries energy. That's also card number 16, by the way. So yeah. You're just some of you are newly single, you're having some kind of revelation and a Tower moment with your career and or finances. Leaving a lack mentality. Some of you are realizing you don't get paid enough at your job. Literally, some of you are realizing you don't get paid enough, so you couldn't care less. That's where this Hangman energy is coming from. I don't get paid enough. I couldn't care less. But I'm not leaving this job yet, and that's what's going to cause your Tower moment, okay? Because when we don't do the thing that we need to do, the universe just does it for us. And usually when the universe just does it for us, the mess is larger to clean up. Yeah, I'm getting that's a major thing for some of you is you're realizing that you're just not being, your worth isn't being properly rewarded in your job. And so you're kind of quiet quitting. You're quiet quitting and just going out a lot. But with your abundance card here, I mean, if you can just take control of the situation, Leo, you're going to step into a better job. You know, don't quiet quit, actually quit. Fuck it. You know? Let's go ahead and take a look at your personal growth and spirituality. Your reading is a bit more straightforward, to be honest, Leo. It's a bit more straightforward than some of the other ones were. All right. We have the Two of Cups. That is Cancer energy. And then we have, okay, the Four of Cups in reverse. So yeah, in your spirituality and personal growth, so the Four of Cups is actually a card I really like reverse, like more than, it's not just that it's a better card in the reverse, I actually like it because it feels empowered. The Four of Cups in the reverse is seeing 3 other doors close, but also seeing the one open and going towards it. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what you're reaching for. That's kind of what you're reaching for. Is the door that is ajar. You're reaching for the door that is ajar. Because your worth, you're not being paid what you're worth, or you're being overlooked. You unburdened yourself from people that aren't for you. Great job there, by the way. Like, great job there. And so you see the door ajar, so hell, why not go through it? Why not see what it's about? And behind it is the Two of Cups energy. So potentially a collaboration is what's coming towards you. Potentially a good financial partnership. An opportunity. This is one of the best reads I've seen so far for April, Leo. You're completely unbothered by things not going the way that you had originally wanted them to go, and you're taking advantage of the opportunities that are being presented to you. And I really applaud you for that, Leo. That takes some boldness that you are famously capable of. Great job, Leo. This was a pleasure for me to read, honestly. This was a pleasure for me to read. Thank you for letting me read your cards, and I will see you another day, Leo. Bye. Hello, if you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Oracle cards that I pre-pulled for you. We're also going to pull at least a tarot card a piece for your love and personal relationships, career, finances, and studies, and personal growth and spirituality. Alrighty? Alright, let's get started, Virgo. Alright, so we have birds, number 12. Never mind the fact that this is in the reverse. This is literally just so I can see the direction that different things are pointing, basically. So birds are gossip, bad information, miscommunication. So maybe a little bit of that going on during the month of April for you, Virgo. Make sure you're very clear when you're communicating with people. Making sure you're very clear when you're communicating with other people, and don't participate in gossip. Especially this month. You shouldn't do it anyway, like, honestly. But especially this month, don't participate in gossip, I feel like. Let's see what else we have for you. Okay, we have number 24 with I love myself completely and unconditionally. And 12 is half of 24. I'm noticing the tattoos on her body a little bit. I'm noticing the tattoos on her body. I feel like this needs to be a mantra for you this month. I love myself completely and unconditionally. Maybe body acceptance is a thing that you need to work on this month, and you are working on body acceptance. Be more at peace with the vessel that you reside in, because you aren't a body who has a soul. You are a soul and you have a body. I also feel like, Virgo, like that this is just something you should say to yourself. Like, you really are like the most self-critical sign. And the worst part about the fact that you're so self-critical, Virgo, is that you're the perfectionist. Typically, other people struggle to do things to the degree that you can do them with far less effort. You're an incredibly capable sign, but you tend to not pay attention to that. So definitely, like, working on your self-acceptance, working on your bodily self-acceptance, I feel like is a big thing. So in this card, actually, really quickly with birds, this is, I can't remember the name of the story, but the story associated with this particular card is actually about a bird that essentially wanted to win a beauty contest. And in order to do that, or he wanted to be the king of all the birds. In order to do that, he had to be the most beautiful bird. And so he borrowed feathers from a bird that didn't really care about being king. But then that bird who became king with those beautiful borrowed feathers didn't give them back. Okay? So focusing less on physical appearance, focusing on acceptance, focusing on the fact that you are more than just your physical appearance. I feel like it's a big thing for you right now, Virgo. And unity, card number 5 here. This is normally the Hierophant. So traditional values. For a lot of people, this could be aligning in a more spiritual manner. Yeah, focusing less on the material and more on the spiritual. That could be a major theme for you right now, is focusing less on your material reality, more on your spiritual reality. It also says seek like-minded friends, seek out mentors and like-minded friends, but I looked particularly at the like-minded friends. Knowing who is and who isn't for you. Oh, this is also Taurus energy. This particular card is Taurus energy. And then sugar with sweetness. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to focus more on your spiritual reality. You're trying to focus more on acceptance, loving yourself. And I think you're being called to surround yourself more with people who actually support that. And maybe learn to be a little bit sweeter to both yourself and others. Yeah. I see this little toad right here. Or frog. Or whatever. And the Princess and the Frog, like, that story is once again on how misleading outside appearances are. I feel like that's a big thing for you right now, is learning to focus less on the physical. Whether that be your own physical appearance, whether that be I don't know, maybe for some of you, you tend to go towards people who you find really beautiful and you ignore their toxicity. And you're learning that maybe you need to reverse that a little bit. Whoop. Go towards people who have sweeter personalities, even though maybe they'll be a little less attractive. Because ultimately, like, those things don't. Physical beauty is really temporary. But I feel like that's only some of you. I feel like this is not really directed to others' physical beauty. This is directed more towards yours. And you learning how unimportant that is. And talking to yourself better, too, when you look in the mirror. So, and actually, Virgo, that would be very fitting for you because you do tend to be a little bit more health conscious than a lot of other signs. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at your love and relationships with others. All right. We have the Nine of Cups. This is Pisces energy. All right. So this is wish fulfillment. A person who is wish fulfillment, Virgo. Oh, I meant to draw from the other deck. Oh well, apparently Spirit wanted me to do that. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. That's Scorpio and Sag energy. Hanuman is a hero from a myth, I believe, involving Shiva. So a Hindu myth. Where he helped to rescue a princess, I believe. Yeah, his name is popping out to me, so maybe you need to look into that myth. Maybe something in that will inspire you for love and relationships. Okay, thank you. That's 2 cards there. So we have the Moon. That's card number 18. And we have card number 13 with transformation in the reverse. And I just knocked over my stapler. Alrighty. This is Scorpio energy. So more Scorpio energy here. And then this is Cancer energy. This is definitely talking about a water sign. Yeah. If there's a water sign that you've been wanting to come into union with, these cards kind of show that you're not quite ready. Yeah, because this is resisting change. Events behind the resisting change. Events behind curtains. Events behind the scenes. That's what I meant to say. Events behind the scenes. Strong non-committal energy with the Knight of Wands in reverse here. And wish fulfillment. You do kind of have your eyes on someone, Virgo. You do. But you're not quite ready. And that's fine. I mean, it's really fine if you're not ready. You're working on yourself. You're working on loving yourself. And ultimately, when you're ready to... When you can love yourself, you are better equipped to love another person and allow them to love you. Okay? So definitely... I feel like allow yourself to learn more about this person. If you feel called to do so, allow yourself to learn more about another person. But with this Knight of Wands in reverse energy, just be super careful not to lead them on accidentally. People talk about, leading another person on intentionally, but we sometimes do it accidentally. Okay, so just make sure you communicate, that you're not quite ready, you're working on yourself, things of that nature. Um, and just allow yourself to be friends with this person. Allow yourself to be friends with them, get to know them. Often some of the best relationships, I'm told, I'm told, come out of friendships. So try that. See what happens. um, let's go ahead and see what we have for your career, finances, and studies. Virgo. Career, finances, and studies for Virgo. Okay. How do you want to fall, baby? No. Fall. Up hand or reverse? Damn it. It's kind of up hand. We're going to take it up hand. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. Which that is... I can't see what that is in the corner. It doesn't matter. Fire energy. Ace of Wands. All right, and then career, finance, and studies for Virgo, please. Career, finance, and studies for Virgo. You know what? I feel you. I choose you, Pikachu. Okay. All right, so we have Three of Swords. That's heartache and pain and loss. We have card number 14 with Temperance. That's Libra energy. That's in the reverse. Okay. So, feeling a bit imbalanced. I feel like, so on one hand, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling motivated, you're feeling creative, but you're hurting. You are hurting. And it's causing a big imbalance in you, probably draining your motivation a bit. Yeah, I feel like it's taking away a bit of your motivation. This isn't going to be specific to career. I mean, it might be if any of you work in a creative field. If you work in a creative field, like, just go ahead and like turn your pain, like transmute your pain into creation. If you don't work in a creative field, you know what? Still transmute your pain into creation. Get it out of your body somehow. I tell people all the time that when we are hurting, when we're angry, when we're feeling heavy emotions, we have to release those things out of our body or else they'll find places inside of us to live. We have to speak it into existence, write it, paint it, run something, like dance it out. But yeah, I'm really feeling called to tell you to transmute your pain into something creative. Allow it to feel you somehow. Turn it from something abstract into something material. So that's not too specifically career, finances, and studies. However, career, finances, and studies, those are earthly things. Those are material things. Yeah, because I feel like for some of you, it's a distraction in your career or in your studies. It's a distraction. So you need to transmute it so you can stop being distracted. All right. Let's now take a look-see. Oh, you know, and this came out on top of, like, I set this unconsciously on top of unity, which is tradition. It's also studies. So yeah. Transmute that pain into something material and get it out of your system so you can focus again. All right, so let's take a look at your personal growth and spirituality. Personal growth and spirituality. Alrighty. 7 of Wands in the reverse. And the Lovers. The Lovers. It's Gemini energy and Leo energy. And I just knocked down my disk drive. I keep knocking things over during your read, Virgo. This is the only one I've been doing that with. So, yeah, definitely making sure that you're not disrupting your own work. Really make sure you're not disrupting your own work. Okay. Wow. All right, so personal growth and spirituality for Virgo, please. Okay. That's way too much. We're not taking all that. We're not gonna take it. Okay. Alrighty. This is also card number 6, if I did not mention that already. I feel like there's a couple 6s here, maybe. I feel like I've seen a lot of 5s, 4s, and 6s. Take that if that resonates. Gemini energy, Leo energy, 7 of Wands. We have the Magician. Ooh, we like the Magician. Card number 1, that's Aries energy. And then we have the 7 of Wands. Why? Why do you have one in the reverse and one up hand? Why? Why are you like this, Virgo? Okay. All right. So. Okay. We're going to do this super intuitively. Just going to give you what I'm getting. All right. So 7 of Wands in the reverse is learning to be less defensive, or seeing where you are being unnecessarily defensive. And you are realizing that you are unnecessarily defensive when it comes to love, when it comes to people wanting to come towards you and actually love you. Novel ass idea there, Virgo. So I might actually want to love you, since you know you're terrible at it. I'm joking. Please don't come for me in the comments. But yeah, being less defensive around love. Okay. And that's part of the self-love journey, is learning we are safe to love. All right. On the other hand, being defensive and protective, manifestation. You are learning to be less defensive about love, less defensive, less avoidant. Some of you have an avoidant attachment style, and you're learning how to deal with it. Okay. I don't feel like anxious or avoidant attachment styles can necessarily be cured. I feel like we learn how to notice when we're acting within our attachment style, communicate our needs, and not push away appropriate lovers. That's what I feel like we do. Okay. You are realizing you're an avoidant. You are realizing that you run from people who want to love you. And you are learning to be less defensive. That is part of your and you have, I love myself completely unconditionally. You have a lot of stuff here about physicality. I've never met an ugly Virgo. I'm just going to say that. I've never met an ugly Virgo. Seriously. I yeah, you're worthy of love. You are so worthy of love. That's what this is all about. You don't think you're worthy of love, so you run. I mean, we already kind of said that. But yeah, so you're learning you're worthy of love. You're working on that space within your chakras, that heart space. And then with the Magician here and the Seven of Wands, you're learning to be protective of the things you desire. You're learning to be protective of the things that you create, of the things that you manifest. You are learning that is what you need to protect. That is what's going on here. You know, not letting you, well, not letting you, but also not letting other people tell you that you can't have the things that you want. Not letting other people tell you that you don't deserve the things that you want, that you are not worthy of the things that you create. That's what we're working on here, Virgo, and this is great. Yeah. And you know, spending a whole month on personal development, there is literally nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Spending a month on personal development prevents you from wasting months or years running from yourself, running from life, not doing what it is that you want. This, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a trudge for you in April. Not gonna lie, a little bit of a trudge for you, Virgo, but you have this. You are very capable of pushing aside unhealthy thought patterns and learning to love yourself. You're gonna come out on top of this. I'm really proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so thank you for letting me read this for you. Go ahead and click on over to the other reads as you feel necessary, and I will see you another day, Virgo. Bye. Hello, if you're a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome to your reading. So for most of the zodiac signs, we had 4 oracle cards. But as I was shuffling, Libra, you decided you wanted 6. So let's go ahead and get started for you because your section's probably going to be a little bit longer than the others. Alrighty, Libra. So for you, for the month of April, we have Crossroads, number 22. And you had 2 cards for 2 of the oracles, so 2 might resonate for you. You are the sign of partnerships and balance. So 2, maybe also looking in, well, 2 does mean partnerships. So paying attention to partnerships, the number 2 resonating for you. Maybe repeating 2s as a sign for you this month. And we have Heart. I think that's a bit straightforward, Libra. You're at some kind of crossroads regarding a romantic partner. Yeah. And that's number 24. So yeah, you're at a crossroads regarding a romantic partner. So let's go ahead and see what the specifics are about that. We have number 20, with a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. Well, that pretty blue here is really catching my attention. So yeah, with a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. Now, even though this card normally talks about the collective, I feel called to actually instead urge you to maybe during this month think about things from not just your perspective but also your partner's perspective. I feel like in this particular case, this is not talking about a collective experience, it's talking about your dual experience. Okay. Maybe you and your partner need to sit down and have a serious conversation. For Libras that aren't in romantic partnerships, this could be regarding a best friend, a family member you're really close to, like somebody, and you'll know who we're talking about here, but somebody that you have a close relationship with, that you are feeling at a crossroads about. I just heard indecisive. Yeah, that's another word for crossroads. So, in a conversation, feeling into understanding things from their point of view, that's something that's very necessary at this time. And then we have card number 11. That's double ones right there, with strength in the reverse. Strength in the reverse is about letting down your guard a bit. Letting down your guard, being more vulnerable. Yeah, this feels a bit straightforward for this month. You need to focus on some type of partnership that you have and be more vulnerable. Talk to the person. And this could be a month-long thing if you have a lot of things that you guys are not on the same page about. Take the month to really focus in on that. We also have cumin with faithfulness. So this is more about the verb. The verb, being faithful to another person, being faithful to whatever role you play in their life, being faithful to the things that go with that role. Okay? And then we have salt with protection. Just place that card. My gods. We'll just do this. Okay. Yeah, we have salt with protection. This isn't going to be all of you. I feel like some of you had a third party and you're recovering from that. And that is something that takes more effort. That is something that takes a longer time to do. Yes, some of you had a third party issue. But I feel like for some of you, the third party issue wasn't entirely your partner. You know what I mean? Like when someone is messing with your relationship, but like the person that they say that they're messing with isn't actually participating, kind of thing. So I feel like for some of you, yeah, it's an outside influence, and the outside influence is the only actual perpetrator. And then for some of you, that is not the case. I also feel like there's a lot of noise about, like, from others about your relationship, and you just need to shut off those voices for now. And I mean, ultimately, any relationship you have with another person is between you and that person. There's a dog barking a lot, so I feel like I'm speaking a lot of truth for some of you. And loyalty, dogs are loyal. I don't know why I just thought about that. Okay, so let's go ahead. And, I mean, not that we're not already talking about love and relationships for you, Libra, but let's go ahead and pull some tarot on that way, shall we? Alrighty. Love and relationships for Libra, please. Love and relationships. Okay, thank you, Jesus. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't have to be so goddamn dramatic. That is also, let's see here. That is Virgo energy. Yeah, Virgo energy. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So feeling underappreciated, overlooked, underappreciated for everything you do. Ah. How did you want to fall? I know you go over there, but how did you want to... Are you upside or reverse? We're doing this until you make a decision. Okay, that feels kind of reverse. So, all right, so yeah, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and Four of Cups also in the reverse. So feeling underappreciated, feeling like you do a lot and your partner just doesn't see it. Hard work not paying off. I feel like some of you are going to marriage counseling and you're feeling very frustrated. Like you're feeling like it's not doing anything. However, the Four of Cups in the reverse, that is, there is light somewhere. That's why I'm feeling like, I feel like there's something that you could try that you haven't tried yet. Because Four of Cups in reverse is about 3 doors closing and one being ajar. And going towards the one that is ajar. There's something that you're considering trying in order to work this out. And I see you going towards whatever that is. But yeah, so definitely, I feel like for the majority of you, like, yeah, you're at a crossroads, but I feel like for the majority of you, you don't want this partnership, relationship, marriage, friendship, whatever. You don't want it to end. I feel that for the vast majority of you, and maybe whatever you've been working on it for a minute. Whatever you've been trying to resolve, you've been trying for a minute. But there's one last thing for you to try. And Spirit's telling you to do it. Try it. Whatever that 4th door ajar is, go through it. Yeah, she's literally going towards these 4 cups. I feel like for some of you, it's something that's a bit more spiritual, something a bit more woo-woo that you've been thinking about trying. If that's the case for you, then I would try it. Okay. So for career and finances, we have the Devil. That is Capricorn energy. That is card number 15. We also have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. That is Aries and Taurus energy. Some of you don't like your boss. Just some of you don't like your boss. I'm just gonna say that. Okay. And then we also have because I'm shitty with Roman numerals in the reverse. Why do you have so many cards, Libra? Why? Okay. We have 9 of Cups in the reverse. We have the 9 of Pentacles up hand. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. You don't like what you do for a living. You really don't. We have the Devil, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Cups in the reverse, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups in the reverse. You hate what you do. It drains you. Like, you literally feel like you have nothing left when you leave work. You don't like your boss at all. You're super unhappy. And you hang on to the career you have because it makes you feel independent. You hang on to the career you have because it makes you feel independent. For some of you, that's what you're fighting about. And if that's the case, like, there's so many cards here that are I'm surprised the Tower isn't here. But the Tower is the card that comes after the Devil. Like, you are heading towards a Tower moment very fast. You're feeling called to leave your career and you're not doing it. Yeah. I feel like this is literally how some of you see your boss. Just, it's fucking leprechaun. Okay. And for some of you, this is how you see your boss. But yeah. I normally try to be neutral, Libra, but especially if your unhappiness with your career or your career in some way is interfering with your relationship, you should find something else. You really should. It's not, our mental health isn't worth the money. I will say that again. Our mental health is not worth the money. Yeah. No. I I just went mentally blank for a second. I am so sorry. Like I feel like someone just told me something I needed to hear. Okay, that's I'll have to sit with that. This reading is not about me though. It's about you. So, let's go ahead. And my foot is itching like crazy. You need to get a move on. If you are itching to leave, you need to do so. Okay. Let's take a look at your personal growth and spirituality, shall we, Libra? Yeah? Okay. Personal growth and spirituality for Libra, please. Personal growth and spirituality for Libra. Okay, well, we don't want all of you. We just want this guy. Yeti. Virgo energy. Numero 9. Hermit. Yeah, I feel like you need to do a lot of looking inward right now. We're not taking all that. We're not taking all that as a card, but I feel like that was confirmation. You need to do a lot of looking inward right now, Libra. Okay. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. You need to work on your limiting beliefs. You need to work on your lack mentality. And I feel like you're aware of that. You're aware that you need to come out of a lack mentality. You're aware that you need to come out of limiting beliefs. Between this pair right here and this, maybe for some of you, the crossroads isn't about the relationship itself. It's about choosing a relationship over your job. Or the choice needing to leave a job is going to impact your relationship. For some of you. My heart just started beating really fast. You are so ready to just dash out the door. You are so ready to do the things that you need to do, and you're just kind of afraid, Libra. I would say spend this month working on that fear until you have it in you to do what it is that you want to do. If you want to leave a job, leave it. If you actually want to leave a relationship, do it. You're a sign that tends to think a lot about what other people are going to think, how you connect with other people. And I feel like at this moment in time, that concern is becoming a detriment. You need to think about you. What makes you happy? What is it that you want? Okay, Libra? I'm sorry this isn't a happier read, but this is what I have for you. It's going to be okay. If you sit with yourself, come to terms with your truth, and act on the truth, it will work out the way it's supposed to. It will. But with that being said, go ahead and click on over to the other reads. Maybe they have some better messages for you. Not better messages, but more positive ones. But yeah, regardless of their overall mood and tone, thank you for letting me read your cards, Libra. I still enjoy reading the cards, telling you guys what you need to hear, even if it's not the happiest thing in the world. So thank you. And it will be fine, Libra. Have a good April. Bye. Hello, if you are a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome to your reading. So we're just going to start with looking at your oracle cards, see what they have to say, and then we will move over. I have two tarot decks over here. I'm going to pick hopefully only one card from each deck for your love and relationships, your business. Okay, some of you have a business, your career, finances, and studies. I haven't said business this entire time that I've been recording, and you're like the 7th or 8th sign. So some of you have a business, and this has to do with that. Also, your personal growth and spirituality. Alrighty. So let's take a look-see. All right, we have Rider. This is card number 1. This is victory. This is going towards something that you want and being very victorious about it. That's always good news. Especially if this has to do with a business. We have I focus on what is working, card number 14 here. So yeah, definitely, I mean, that's like a practice in general, is to focus on the things that you can control, the things that are doing well, and allowing the universe to just bring to you the things that you're having a hard time bringing to yourself. Okay, so then here we have the Dreamer. This is card number 0. This is the Fool. This is the person. This is also Pisces energy, but this is the person willing to have a dream and then go for it. So this is really resonating. You have something that you really wanted and you are going for it, and you're focusing on the positive aspects of it. And then we have Mustard with Faith. Like, this is... wow. Okay. So yeah, you're definitely having a manifestation coming to you, Scorpio, in the month of April. Something that you really wanted, it's really coming to you. You're having faith. You're focusing on what's going correctly. I think it's really interesting here that this card, he's writing downwards, and she is aiming up. That might make a little bit more sense once we draw more cards here. Nothing else in particular is really jumping out at me. Okay, I'm kind of looking at the sandwich here, so make sure you're eating, Scorpio. Make sure you're eating this month. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get shuffling. Okay, so relationships and love. Relationships and love. Thank you. Okay, we have the Star in the reverse. That is Aquarius energy. That is card number 17. And then we have... what else do we have here? Love and relationships for Scorpio, please. We have transformation, number 13, and that is actually Scorpio energy. Okay. Yeah, I feel like... if you were focusing a lot on love and relationships before, especially if you're single, if you were focusing a lot on that before, you're not focusing on that so much right now. For some of you, there's a little bit of a loss of faith going on there, and that happens. And you're just focusing on your career instead. You're focusing on your career instead. You're focusing on turning your dreams into reality. I'm noticing how Absalom here is like, he has one arm crossed and he's no with the other one. Like, you're... Some of you don't want a relationship right now. Like, some of you don't want any kind of romantic entanglements right now. You know what's funny too is that's generally when the universe brings us a relationship, when we're like, nah, I'm good. That's usually when the universe brings us a relationship. So that's, I'm just saying, the universe might bring you somebody anyway. So let's go ahead. And you know, it's fine. It's fine to be focusing on your goals. It's fine to be focusing on your dreams rather than drawing in a person. That's honestly, in my opinion, the best thing to do. You don't need another person to make you complete. You're already whole and complete. All right. So let's see what we have for career, finances, studies, and maybe business for some of you. Okay. All right, we have the Lovers in the reverse. We get it, Scorpio. We get it. My gods. Okay. We have the Lovers in the reverse with Gemini energy. And then we have the Seven of Wands up hand. That's Leo energy. We also have, for career finances, we have Suspension, which is the Hanged Man. That's number 12. That is Pisces energy. There's, I feel like a lot of ones going on here. I just knocked over a file drive. Okay. But yeah, a lot of ones going on around here. Okay, you're about number 1 at this time. And you know what? The Gemini symbol looks like a pair of ones, in my opinion. So, yeah. Yeah, you're about yourself right now. Some of you are breaking a business partnership. I think that's maybe why I heard business earlier, or said business, wanted to say business. Yeah, some of you are breaking a business partnership, and being a bit self-protective. I feel like with this suspension card, some of you are in the middle of something legal having to do with career, finances, or business, and you're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. Yeah, that, I mean, I feel like because he's asleep, mummies are thought to be dead or asleep. And that's once again just kind of, that's the energy of rest and wait. You're waiting for something to finish up in your career, finances, legal matters. And you're just kind of chilling at this time, and you're just being kind of probably protective of your energy just because you don't really know what's going to happen. You're being really careful, I feel like. I was also looking at these candles down here. Maybe some of you are leaning into, well, yeah, we have faith right here. So some of you are leaning into just trusting the universe to work things out for you. But yeah, so that's what's going on in your career and finances. So definitely something legal going on there. And I feel like it doesn't feel bad or heavy, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like it's going to work out. Let's take a look at your personal growth and spirituality. Spirituality for Scorpio. Okay. Interesting. So we have the Fool twice, but this guy, he's also in the up hand, so that's, again, card number 0. And we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So and these are both Aries energy. I would say take a look at where you have Aries in your chart, since you got 2 cards in the Aries for personal growth and spirituality. Take a look at where you have Aries in your chart. Maybe that's a place where you can really do some growing there. So yeah, the Fool being jovial, almost a childlike level of hope and faith, like delusionally believing something can happen, which can be a good thing sometimes. And then Page of Wands in the reverse. Now this is where that energy is a bit... Don't be naive and childlike and delusional to the point that you're not doing the work necessary. Don't... Spirit's warning you against feeling like something is going to just fall into your lap, basically, with this pair here. Yeah, I feel like you're being told to be careful, to not think something's just going to fall into your lap. Let's see what else we have here. So yeah, make sure you're still paying attention, still doing the work. Have the faith, but do the work. How many cards we have here? That's 4 cards. We're just going to take the stop one. So that's 4 of Pentacles. That is black mentality, though, in this card. So 4 Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles. So it's hard. This is hard work, but then this is also being kind of either penny pinching or being too frivolous. Between the two, I would say you're budgeting really hard. Make sure you're not expecting things to fall into your lap. Make sure you're still staying on top of things. But other than that, I mean, you're focusing on you. You're doing you. You're not really trying to worry about anyone else. And it's very healthy that we have periods of time like that. Also, zeros are a thing for you, I guess. But yeah, I'm not getting any... Yeah, I'm really not getting anything else. Pretty straightforward read, Scorpio, which I appreciate that about your reading here, and that's all I have for you. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Go ahead and click on over to the other readings as you feel necessary, and have a good April. I will see you another day. Bye. Hello, if you're a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome. We're going to take a look at your oracle cards that I pre-pulled for you here, and then we're going to pop on over to the tarot cards, take a look-see at your love and personal relationships, your career and finances, and your personal growth and spirituality. And let's go ahead and get started. I feel like Sag energy is easy energy for me to feel into, and yeah, this is the normal, light, optimistic energy. So we have card number 4 here with House. This is domestic manners. This is what's going on inside the home. Never mind the fact that it's in the reverse. That doesn't really mean anything for this particular deck. But yeah, so you might be focusing more on home. You might be wanting to stay home more than normal at this time. We have I craft my core desires with certainty and ease, card number 10. Literally, the ritual associated with this is... No, it's not. Never mind. I was going to say something else. So this isn't the ritual associated with this card, but I did think about clearing clutter. Okay, so maybe you need to clear some clutter. The ritual associated with this card is, I believe, creating basically a shadow box of your manifestations and moving things around as need be. So that might be something that you need to do. Maybe you need to move around things inside your house, do some feng shui. That might be a thing for you at this time, Sag. We have number 13 with release. This is Scorpio energy right here. And yeah, this is releasing what no longer serves you, whether that be people, things, beliefs. So yeah, you're definitely, I mean, releasing within the home is definitely a way to invite in things that are meant for you. Okay, so, and number 13 does break down into 4. So that's possibly something that you're, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a cat putting her murder mittens into my couch. So maybe you're getting some new furniture. I don't know, Sag. But let's go ahead and look at your next oracle card here. We have time with courage. So maybe for some of you, you're releasing a home and getting a new home, and it's difficult. Or maybe you need the courage to speak up to someone inside of your home. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look-see at your tarot cards. Nothing else is strongly sticking out. Well, hold up. There's a lot of tea here in this card. She's crafting something culinary. There's a lot of tea here in this card. So maybe using tea to calm yourself. Maybe you're spilling the tea about something. Yeah, maybe some of you need to get a practice around like preparing tea in a pot. And a lot of people use that as a meditative practice, actually. Just because it's you have to really pay attention to what you're doing. Just random thought for you, Sag. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards for relationships, love and relationships for Sagittarius. Okay, you saw that, right? Okay, we have Temperance in the reverse. That is card number 14. That is Sag energy. Okay. And then we have, okay, the Six of Swords. Okay. So Six of Swords is victory, but Temperance is waiting, or not waiting, actually in this case because it's up hand, not waiting and having victory. There is something that you've been hesitating to do that has to do with another person, potentially inside of your home, and you're being told that in April you're not waiting anymore. In April you're going to do the thing, whatever the thing is, and it's going to turn out fine. You're going to be victorious in whatever it is that you need to do. I'm also, for some reason, I'm really looking at how like these two cards look very similar to me. The woman in them look very similar to me. So maybe whatever it is that you need to do has to do with a long, dark-haired woman for some of you. There's also just a sense of peace and serenity in her face. And maybe that's how you will feel after you do whatever it is you need to do, after you have whatever conversation you need to have. You'll just feel like, you know? Let's see, what else do we have here? So, let's go ahead and pull for your career and finances and studies. Career, finances, and studies. Okay. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. That is Scorpio energy and more Sag energy. We're just all up in your energy this month, I see. Scorpio and Sag energy. Oh, I did not mean to say Scorpio and Sag energy. Okay. So let's try that again. Not saying that because I didn't mean to say that. Okay. Career and finances for Sag in the month of April. Career and finances for Sag in the month of April. Career and finances for Sagittarius. Thank you. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. This is nice. So you're feeling very happy in terms of career and finances. I feel like you're going towards something that is creative. And that could be what this has to do with. You could be doing something where you work from home and you're being creative. And maybe that's what takes courage, I feel like, for some of you. Having the courage to start a creative hustle and go for it. And yeah, I see happiness for you here. I see, especially because he looks like that's where he's leaping towards, you know? So if you're being called to go towards a creative hustle or to monetize a creative skill of yours, definitely do it. It's going to bring you some happiness. At first, it might not be as abundant as you want it to be, but it's going to bring you happiness, and that's the big thing. And if you focus on the happiness, it ultimately ends up bringing you more. Okay, we pull in what we focus on. Okay. Also, he's like kind of leaping over water. So yeah, I really feel like this is something that's going to fill you up. There's more water right here too. Definitely, I feel like you focusing on your emotional fulfillment during this month, Sag. Definitely focusing on your emotional fulfillment here. What else do we have? So for personal growth and spirituality, Sag, personal growth and spirituality. Okay. We have the moon in the reverse. That is Pisces energy, and that is card number 18. And then we have we have Judgment, card number 20, and we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, let me feel into this a little bit. Judgment, I believe, is Libra energy. I feel like for many of you, you are feeling into and seeing where you've been judging yourself too harshly. Or how your self-judgments have been holding you back and really affecting your confidence. Seeing where your self-judgments are illusions. Yeah, I feel like that's a big thing happening for you. And that's why you're slowly gaining the courage to be able to go towards a creative endeavor, to have difficult conversations. Because you are regaining I'm sorry, I had to pause there because my roommate, who happens to be a Sag, like just walked right in the door and needed to talk to me real quick. And that's funny. So here, this moon card, he's just like breaking right through the door. So I feel like you're really breaking down those self-judgments. You're really breaking down the ways in which it's affecting you, affecting your confidence, and you're deciding this isn't something we're doing anymore. We're not going to keep judging ourselves harshly anymore. And that makes me feel really, really happy for you, Sag, because you're a very positive and optimistic sign, but I feel like many of you don't really value yourself enough. Like, you're really good at being positive and optimistic for other people, but not really yourself. So yeah, turning some of that energy inward and having the the strength and the courage to be able to go towards the things that we want to do, to create. Creation is so rejuvenating. And even better if we can monetize it, right? All right, that is all I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Have a great April, and I will see you another day. Bye. Hello, if you're a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome to your reading. We're just going to take a look at your oracle cards. I can already see from here that we pulled 2 of them for you. It's been a minute since I pulled these cards. I do these readings all at one time, so. But yeah, so we have 5 oracle cards all together for you, and then whatever the tarot give us. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, Capricorn. So for you, we have the Whip, number 11. So the Whip is anger, actually. So yeah, there's something. I'm also seeing the red. The red is really sticking out to me. But yeah, Whip is anger. And directing our anger in a particular direction. Okay, directing our anger in a particular direction. That's eloquence, right? Okay. But yeah, so perhaps there's something that you've been really holding on to resentment about, and you're getting ready to release it in April, Capricorn. Yeah, like I just felt like a flash of energy of like literally like someone just snapping like a whip. And then we have Dog here, number 18. So Dog is loyalty. In particular, this story talks about the dog being a friend to the elephant. The other elephants did not like the dog, so they shunned him. And even when the dog was shunned, he remained a loyal friend to this elephant. Also, I'm remembering that the story here about the whip has something to do with 2 brothers, like one brother being angry at the other brother. I don't remember exactly what. So it could be a family situation. It could just be I'm not going to say necessarily male, but masculine energy friend that you feel very close to. So yeah, dog, whip. What else do we have here? Gratitude, number 17. I live each moment with a presence of gratitude. I'm also seeing all these. They look like lavender right here. All this lavender here. Maybe you're getting ready to just totally burn bridges with people who are not loyal to you, so that you can really like bask in your gratitude to people who are loyal to you. Ooh, we have number 2, the High Priestess. And 11 breaks down to 2. So yeah, using your intuition, tapping into your intuition. Archangel Haniel. Yeah, really tapping into your intuition, figuring out who is actually there for you. Who is actually your friend? Who is actually loyal to you? And breaking it with those who are not. That's really what I'm feeling, Capricorn. Which, good job on you, by the way. Like, you're a sign who tends to focus a lot more on the material. A lot more on what you can build and climb. And then we have Coriander with immortality. Yeah. Because this card talks about creating immortal bonds, unbreakable bonds. You're trying to get rid of, and it in an angry way, it appears, you're getting rid of those who are disloyal to you, so that you can really focus in on those who are for you, who support you, who actually, don't go behind your back, who don't use you. Great job, by the way. I'm really happy about this. God, and feeling genuine gratitude about the people who love you and appreciate you. Spirit, what's going on with Capricorn with love and relationships, please? Spirit, love and relationships for Capricorn. Thank you. Okay, that flew right out. Okay. So we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is going from having a lot of options to narrowing yourself right the fuck down. Making decisions. This is also Scorpio energy. And Scorpios are really big on loyalty. Like, they're really big on who's truthful and loyal to them. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. That is card number 10, the wheel in the reverse. So, okay. So you are being super decisive about who you're keeping and cutting. However, I see you repeating a cycle, unfortunately, Capricorn. I see you having to repeat a cycle or two. Maybe you cut some of the wrong people. Maybe you keep some of the wrong people, and don't come for me. This is what the cards say. The Wheel of Fortune too, that is, let me just check really quickly. I don't always have that stuff memorized. I'm just checking what the energy is for that particular. What sign is associated? Aquarius. So Aquarius is what's associated with the Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, I feel like you're a sign, being an earth sign, you are in touch with your feminine energy. Or you have the capacity to be, at least. Maybe using your intuition's a new thing for you. But yeah, I feel like, you are going to be cutting off some people and bringing others closer. And this is always a learning process. I mean, this is part of how we learn what love looks like, what loyalty looks like, what have you. Some detachment. You might be a little overly detached, though. Even though you love and appreciate the people that you love and appreciate, you still might be a little overly detached. You also might feel a little overwhelmed by the need to just sift through who is and isn't your friend. You might accidentally crack out at or snap out at people who don't deserve it as well. So just kind of watch out for that a little bit. It's always healthy to make sure that we're handling our anger and that we're releasing it as it comes and being assertive, not aggressive. But definitely making sure you're releasing it as necessary. Okay. Career and finances for Capricorn, please. Career and finances for Capricorn. Okay. Alrighty, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. That's Taurus energy. Nine of Wands up hand, that is Sag energy. And then Page of Wands, also up hand, that is Aries energy. Okay. Career and finances for Capricorn, please. Career and finances. Thank you. Okay, well then we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'm sorry, not Knight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think we've had the Knight of Cups in any read yet. All right, so I feel like you're burying yourself too much in work. Yeah. Burying yourself a little too much in work. Nine of Wands is straight up feeling kind of burdened. Feeling kind of burdened. But then at the same time, Nine of Wands is also almost getting to your goal, but it's feeling heavy. You're feeling the weight of what you're doing. Especially paired with the Five of Pentacles here in the reverse. In the reverse, Five of Pentacles is leaving a poverty mindset, leaving a lack mindset. Page of Wands is excitement and motivation about a creative endeavor. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is moving a bit too slowly, though. I feel like you're letting your passion drive you forward, and that's a really great thing. You're letting your passion drive you forward in a career. You are knowing that by the time that you get to your goal, financial worries are not even going to be a thing for you, but it's moving too slowly for you. I feel like you're feeling very impatient about it. And I mean, definitely like just keep going. Keep trudging ahead. Even if it feels like it's taking too long, it's taking as long as it needs to. Especially when you can see that you are going to be abundant. Being abundant, having prosperity that is always worth the amount of time that it takes. And continue to let your excitement motivate. Look how happy she is. Look how goddamn happy she is. Necromancing away. Literally breathing life into your projects. Going into your projects with a little bit of fire, Capricorn. That's honestly some good shit right there. We like that for you. All right. Let's go ahead and get into your personal growth and spirituality. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And then we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So between the cutting off of some people, really jumping into your career, I'm feeling like you're probably having a sense of disillusionment with the universe, disillusionment with humanity. Feeling a bit like you can't rely on other people. And that feels very Capricorn, if I'm going to be super honest with you. Capricorns have a terrible stereotype for being cold. And it's not that they're cold. Capricorns are very giving and they're very loving, but they make you earn it. And sometimes Capricorns can be giving and loving to the wrong people because they are super loyal. Like the dog. Maybe you're angry because there's someone that you were super loyal to. And you think they did you wrong. But you're dumping out the wrong cup. Yeah. while I do see you really letting that fire, that passion burn and like push you through projects, push you towards abundance. I feel like April is also a really good time for you to learn to be in connection with that intuition and learn to listen to it. Be in connection with your intuition, learn to listen to it. Don't do things out of anger. But yeah, I feel like I feel like growth is just kind of overall the word for you right now. Growth, and I live each moment with a presence of gratitude. Definitely like hold on to that for the month of April, Capricorn. But yeah, that is all I have for you. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Click on over to other readings that you might need to watch, and I will see you another day. Bye. Hello, if you're an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome to your reading. We're going to take a look at your oracle cards first, and then we will go over to the tarot. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, Aquarius, so we have number 28, the gentleman. We have him in this... I always think of... So there's two gentlemen and two ladies in this deck. One is a prince or a princess. The other one is a peasant. I always think of the peasant form as either lower vibrational, in this case masculine energy, excuse me, or unrealized masculine energy. Okay. Tigers might also be a symbol for you at this time. So yeah, so working on your masculine energy a little bit, working on a stronger expression of it, a more high vibrational expression of it. Okay, we have card number 9 with my emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. So you might be starting to work with the moon at this time. You might be starting to work with moon cycles. Some of you might be Leo moons. I'm getting that in particular. So some of you might be Leo moons. If you're Leo moon, please go check out the Leo reading. That was a bit random. Let's see what else here. This one in particular has a practice of actually tracking the moon cycle, what sign it's in, and how you feel and the things on your mind during that time. That might be something you want to do. Just to better get to know yourself. I did that for like 3 months, and now it was just super helpful, honestly, and getting to know myself better, knowing especially like the kinds of emotions and thoughts I'm going to be having as the moon moves through different signs. We also have the sun for you, number 19. So we got 2 9s right here already. The sun is... This is a great card. This is happiness. This is being on the right track. This is good outcomes. This is success. I'm seeing the sunflowers here. That might be a sign for you. I'm also seeing a little blue butterfly. That might be another sign for you, Aquarius. And we have Archangel Uriel. So maybe if you work with archangels, that's a thing for you. The sun is also Leo energy. And I said one of you might be a Leo moon. And you have a tiger here. Maybe cats are a thing for you. Maybe you need to look into cat deities. Sekhmet, Bast. Freya has a couple of cats pulling her little chariots. Those are the ones off the top of my head. And then we have close with gossip. I just heard let's give them something to talk about. Which is... God, I can't remember her name. It's a song. It's an older country song, something to talk about. I want to say her first name is Bonnie. I'm not sure. Go check out that song if you can find it, if you feel like trying to track it down. But yeah, so Gossip might be a thing you're dealing with at this time. Having people in your business. They could also, with the sun, they could be gossiping about how well you're doing. I just moved my, I believe this is carnelian, so you might want some carnelian right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot, though, see what else we can get from that. So, love and personal relationship. Oh, okay. Don't mind if we do. Where did you go? All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles. That is Leo energy and Virgo energy in particular. So yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you're getting involved with someone and that's causing gossip. We have the Nine of Swords. And the, can't read upside down, Six of Wands in the reverse, and then this card wanted to come out. Temptation, that's the devil, card number 15. Nine and 6 also make 15. That might be, the 15th might be significant to you in terms of a relationship with another person. Devil in the reverse too. Sorry. That's Capricorn energy if I didn't say that. So overcoming temptation, slow methodical movements. Feeling burdened and trapped. And then Six of Wands being, I'm literally blanking on what Six of Wands is. That's super embarrassing. I feel like for some of you, you're moving out of a toxic relationship, but you're doing it pretty slowly. It feels difficult. I just heard sex-based. So some of you, yeah, you're in some kind of like maybe a situationship and you're just no longer feeling it. You're no longer feeling it. You're no longer interested, but you don't really like being lonely. Maybe even feeling defeated by the situation. That's what Six of Wands is. Six of Wands in reverse is feeling defeated. I kept thinking that wasn't the correct. I kept thinking that wasn't the correct thing. That's why I hesitated. And see, Nine of Swords is limited beliefs. Being stuck in your head. Maybe you think that leaving the situation might not be the right thing to do, but Spirit is telling you that if you're in a toxic situation, you do need to leave it. And I see you doing that slowly but surely. I'm also noticing the music here coming off of his flute. You might need to use music to motivate you. I remember when I was trying to leave a toxic situation, I had a lot of like self-confidence issues about it, and I actually made a playlist called Freedom, and I just kept adding songs to it and playing it as often as possible. That might be something helpful for you to do to hype yourself up to have the strength to leave. Just an oddball thought there for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at your... I just heard the word disjointed. I'm not sure what that means for you. You might feel like a lot is happening at once even. Feeling uncentered, feeling ungrounded. Which is maybe why you need to pay attention to moon cycles. Also, lower vibrational masculine energy is not having discipline, not having structure. So yeah, getting more in tune with that kind of energy, getting more in tune with having structure, having discipline, learning how the moon might be affecting you, because maybe it is affecting you. Maybe you have days that are less helpful because of what sign the moon's moving in. Let's go ahead though and look at your career and finances and studies, Aquarius. See what we have over there. Okay. We have a lot. All right, so we have Six of Swords with Aquarius energy. We have Leo energy with Strength in the reverse. That's card number 11. And then we have the Tower, card number 16 with Aries energy, and the Tower's in the reverse. Let's see what else we have here. Career and okay. Jeez, don't have to yell. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we have, you're doing a lot of faking it in your career and finances. I just heard fake it till you make it. So I do see the Tower in the reverse, but I also see the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is being rewarded for your hard work. You may have had a Tower moment in the past regarding your career and finances, and it really affected your self-confidence, which is why we have the Strength card here in the reverse. Five of Swords, that's inner conflict or conflict with others, probably the gossiping. But it's also in the reverse, so I feel like you're internalizing is what I feel like, Aquarius. Like you're hearing the gossip maybe, and you're internalizing about it. And you're pretending everything's gravy. You're pretending you don't hear it, but you do. And you're just kind of trying to focus on your hard work. For some of you, the Tower moment already happened. For others of you, it's going to. I feel like you're in a place that you're not fitted to. And it's just toxic. And you're scared to leave. And that's understandable considering what else is going on over here. Sorry. You have a lot going on in your mental, emotional body this month, Aquarius. I'm not going to lie. You have a lot going on. Which is probably why, once again, it's super imperative to focus on your emotions. And you do have the Sun here. You do have happy things coming to you. I feel like you just need to be willing to make the changes that you need to make. Opportunities on the other side of the mountain. I just heard that. You have some mountains here that you need to cross, things that you need to let go of that are no longer for you. And you'll be able to have your happiness on the other side of it, probably by the end of the month. Let's go ahead though and take a look at your personal growth and spirituality. See if we can get some more answers there. Sorry about that. One of the kitty cats, unfortunately, is not allowed in my room, and she decided to venture into my room. She's known for being a bit disrespectful. So yeah. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles here with your for your personal growth and spirituality. That is Taurus energy. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So this is where this sun is coming from. It's coming from your personal growth and spirituality. You see the things in your physical world that need to change. You see them. You know you need to make those changes. Thankfully, with the Ace of Wands, like, this is motivation, this is creativity, this is passion, and then Seven of Pentacles is hard work, being real hard at work. So you are working on yourself. You're working on building yourself back up. You are working on your optimism. You're working on your faith. And you're really trying to ignore the toxic things that are going on. So, I mean, this is good. Yeah, you have all this, but you're working on your inner self. You're working on your inner light. You're working on becoming that sun, like embodying that sun inside of yourself, so that you can have the strength and discipline to get rid of the things that you need to get rid of. So that's really great. Okay. And if that's what you need to do in order to do the things, I mean, ultimately, if we don't have courage, if we don't have confidence, the rest of life becomes very hard. The Tower moment's probably going to come. But if you're working on your strength, you're working on your courage, your inner light, your ability to believe in yourself and the universe, the Tower moment can come and it's not going to faze you very much. That's the solace I can offer you. You know the inner work that you need to do and you're doing it. You're focusing on that so that you can then do these things. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine, Aquarius. Thank you. Thank you for letting me read your cards. This is all I have for you. This was kind of big. And yeah, go ahead and click on over to the other reads as necessary. And have a good April, Aquarius. Bye. Hello. If you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, or a Rising, welcome. We are finally to your reading. I am so happy. I love reading cards, don't get me wrong, but I do all these at once. I do all of them in one sitting when I do these videos. So, and it's been a little over 3 hours. So let's go ahead and get started, Pisces. I'm a Pisces. I'm happy to see this reading. What's going on for us? Okay, so we have card number 2 with Clover. This is serendipity. This is the energy of rest and wait. Okay. So yeah, definitely trusting in the universe. Clovers are symbols of good luck. We have I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. This is also card number 2. So 2s are probably a thing for you right now, Pisces. Also, there's a lot of green between these 2 cards here. A lot of green here, so maybe working on your heart chakra. Maybe green is a power color for you in April. Maybe really focusing inward this month and doing that inner work, the reparenting, the inner child work. We have the Star, card number 17. So happy times, being on the right path. So yeah, any kind of reconnecting that you're doing, any work inner work that you're doing, this is what you need to be doing. We have Archangel Jophiel right here. This is Aquarius energy. This is looking really nice, Pisces. This is great. Actually, Let's see what else we have here. Also, there's some trees behind her and all these trees back here. Maybe spending some time in nature is something that you need to be doing right now. And then we have patchouli with purpose. I just heard patchouli is an old person smell. That's regardless on your feelings about patchouli, it is a good incense to burn. So yeah, maybe patchouli, maybe burn some patchouli if you want to connect with your ancestors. Maybe receiving messages from your ancestors in your dreams. That's something that you might be doing. So definitely do dream work, pay attention to your dreams, write them down. If you want to receive messages from your ancestors through your dreams, maybe burn some patchouli before you go to sleep or as you're trying to go to sleep. So yeah, definitely ancestors, resting, dream work. Two with the purpose card. Some of you might be here specifically to heal generational trauma. Like maybe that is your purpose. Or at least for the month of April, that's your purpose. Right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot here. What is happening in April in love and for love and relationships for Pisces? Thank you. Okay. We have, ooh, the Knight of Cups. We have a Knight of Cups. Aquarius, Pisces energy. What else? Okay. And we have the Sun. We have the Sun. That is card number 19. That is Leo energy. In fact, so Knight of Cups has Aquarius energy on it. Aquarius actually had the Sun come out in their read. So maybe if you have Aquarius placements, you maybe go watch that. Yeah. But yeah, so definitely I feel like someone is coming towards you. Someone making a masculine offer, especially because like you see someone is trying to, you see a hand filling her cup. You see someone offering a teapot to fill her cup, right? And you know, the Knight of Cups, his genie lamp looks a little like a teapot. So maybe someone's trying to come in to make all your dreams come true. Make all your dreams and wishes come true. Your prince. That'd be nice, right? That's just so gooey. I never say that. I never say gooey. Whoever says gooey, that's this is definitely happening for you, okay? Maybe on the 19th. Let's see, for April. I mean, the moon isn't in either of those signs on the 19th, but maybe the 19th. Maybe you'll meet a masculine. Doesn't have to be a man, just someone with masculine energy on the 19th, or someone offering you love, trying to fill your cup, trying to be the cup in this case. Career and finances for Pisces, please. Okay, we have the Emperor in reverse. That is numero cuatro. I mean, if you're doing all this resting, you're not in your Emperor energy. You're just not. So we have Emperor in reverse for career and finances. Oh, Lord. We have the Four of Pentacles, and we have Lovers in the reverse. That's number 6. This is also Gemini energy. This is Aries energy. I just thought about how Mars just moved out of Gemini. That might have an adverse effect on some of you, actually. Yeah, because Mars just moved into Cancer, and that is more of the energy of wanting to rest. Like that's Mars is said to be in its detriment in Cancer. So maybe Mars moving into Cancer recently is going to have an effect on your level of wanting to work, basically. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles, we do have a bit of budget this month. Really budget this month. If you're having to budget your energy, then that means that you should probably also budget your money. So budget a little bit this month. I feel like too, with the Lovers in the reverse here and then the Emperor being in the reverse, I don't feel like this is a person. I feel like you're just kind of pulling away from your masculine energy at this time. That's what I'm feeling. You're having a little bit of a breakage from your masculine energy. Your masculine and your feminine are having a little, they're having a lover's quarrel. Especially if you're allowing someone else to come in and fill your cup. Allowing someone to come in and give you princess treatment. So yeah, being in a receiving energy right now, and I mean, that's fine. And I mean, I feel like, God, other than, I don't know which, I mean, water is feminine anyway, but I don't know which water sign is more feminine, Cancer or Pisces, because Pisces is hella dreamy. Like, hella dreamy. But yeah, so a little, you know, kind of getting away from our masculine energy a bit this month. And like I said, if you're not working a lot, you need to be budgeting. Okay, just being careful with your money. And if you're being called to rest more, just allow it to happen. Allow yourself to rest. You don't have to do all the time. You might be resting more right now so that you can have a big gush of energy. Gush? I don't say gush. Whoever says gush, this is you. So you can have a big rush of energy later on, probably when Mars moves out of Gemini. Out of Cancer. It just moved out of Gemini. Whenever Mars moves out of Cancer, you will probably have a big rush of energy because it'll be moving into Leo. And Leo is a very bold energy. So yeah, probably resting a bit right now, reserving that energy. And let someone else give to you right now. And there's really no shame in that. As long as you're being honest and you're not taking advantage of another person, no shame in letting someone give to you. So let's look at personal growth and spirituality. Okay. We have the Hermit in the reverse. Number 9 and Virgo energy. Okay. What else do we have? Spirit. What else do we have here? I mean, you're definitely not being introspective if you're palling around with somebody and being their bae. I don't say bae either. Okay. We also have card number 2, a few 2s here, with Mystery, which is the High Priestess. This is Pisces energy. Okay. So the real interesting thing here about getting these cards together for personal growth and spirituality. So this is Pisces energy. This is Virgo energy. Pisces and Virgo are opposites on the astrological wheel. Pisces is more about the abstract, the emotional. Virgo is more about the material, the practical. Pisces wants to help emotionally, spiritually, etc. Virgo wants to help physically, materially. So definitely I see you dipping into your intuition a lot more. Which, I mean, if you're doing dream work, if you're trying to connect with your ancestors, that's definitely, you need to do that intuitively. So you're dipping more into your intuition and stepping away from doing introspection and shadow work. Especially if you had a period of doing a lot of shadow work. But yeah. That's so yeah, going into your intuition, dream work, allowing yourself to rest. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, honestly, Pisces. And I'm gonna be honest here, I don't know a Pisces who wouldn't be very happy to be told just go to sleep. Just sleep for a bit. I mean, we're ruled by Neptune. So, yeah. Alrighty. Oh, we're ruled by Neptune, so maybe some of your blessings will come from Neptune. Yeah, Jinn, dreams. Jinn and genies, they're literally about wish fulfillment. In the case of Jinn, though, Jinn keep you in a fantasy for the sake of siphoning off your energy. So that is something to bear in mind. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to rest. Make sure you're not living in a fantasy. That's something I feel called to tell you, and I feel like your intuition will tell you. You will know intuitively if you are living in a fantasy. But yeah, that is all I have for you, Pisces. Thank you for letting me read your cards. And click on over to the other reads as necessary, and I will see you another day. Have a great April. Bye.